So to continue on, now I want to read to you from a blog by Anatoly Fomenko. He was born in 1945. He is a full member of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Russian Academy of Natural Sciences, the International Higher Education Academy of Sciences. He is a doctor of physics and mathematics, professor and head of the Moscow State University Department of Mathematics and Mechanics. He has authored over 180 scientific publications, 26 monographs and textbooks on mathematics. He's a specialist in geometry, topology, variational calculus, Hamiltonian geometry, mechanics, computer geometry, and also an author of a number of books on statistical methods and their application of analyzing historical chronicles, as well as writing books on the chronology of antiquity and the Middle Ages. On his blog, he has chosen this quote from George Santayana, who was an American philosopher who died in 1952. History is a pack of lies about events that never happened, told by people who weren't there. He goes on to talk about Joseph Scaliger, who lived between 1540 and 1609, and he is the founder of the consensual chronology of history that we live with. He considered himself a great mathematician, and he boasted about solving the quadrature of the circle, or in other words, squaring a circle, which has been proved to be insolvable. His principal works represent a vast array of dates produced without any justification whatsoever, containing the repeating sequences of dates with shifts equal to multiples of major Kabbalistic numbers of 333 and 360. Numerology during his lifetime was considered a major science, and he was a prominent Kabbalist. He goes on to state that neither Joseph Scaliger nor his followers, the clergy and humanists, have paid much attention to Occam's law when they crafted Roman and Greek antiquity. Their clients were upstarts who were seeking legitimacy in the days of yore in order to become popes and cardinals, or to find regal dynasties such as the Medicis. And they paid exceedingly well for a glorious, fictitious past. Thorough research shows that there is literally no reliable, datable information about events before the 8th century, and that there is only very scarce information originating between the 8th and the 10th century. As a matter of fact, most events of antiquity actually took place between the 11th and the 16th centuries, and they were replicated on paper in 14 to 1600 and repackaged and positioned under labels of ancient Greece, Rome, Egypt, and Persia in an imaginary past. We have researched in detail the Alchemist of ancient Ptolemy, that is considered the cornerstone of classical history, and allegedly was compiled in 150 AD, and we definitely assert that the Alchemist was compiled in the 16th and 17th centuries from astronomical data of the 9th through the 16th centuries, and therefore Ptolemy and all 13 volumes of the Almagest are late medieval forgeries, and the all famous astronomers of antiquity, all of them, are just simply aliases of medieval scholars. He also decoded 34 ancient Egyptian horoscopes that are painted in the tombs of the Valley of the Kings, and they're actually cut in stone in Dendera. Egyptology either dates these horoscopes to times immemorial or says that they don't match any dates at all. But he says that is blatantly untrue, and that these horoscopes contain sufficient astronomical data to calculate and date their composition, and all dates turn out to be medieval and pertain to the 12th century at the earliest. It is simply unbelievable. Let me go on. They have cross-checked archaeological, astronomical, dendrocanonical, paleographical, and radiocarbon methods of dating of ancient sources and artifacts, and they found them all to be non-independent, non-exact, statistically implausible, contradictory, and inevitably viciously circular because they are biased and calculated on the same consensual chronology of Joseph Scaliger. Unbelievable as it may seem, there is not a single piece of firm written evidence or an artifact that can be reliably dated earlier than the 11th century. And when not fake, ancient Greek and Roman coins turn out to be medieval, and their abundance is due to the widespread rights of feudal local coinage. Classical history is firmly based on copies made in the 15th through the 17th centuries of unfortunately lost originals.